Ladies and gentlemen, this is LordNOD at the site of E3 in 2016, and one of the things that we've seen at the PC gaming show was this big announcement that Warhammer is actually having lots of games coming out. And you know, I'm a personal fan of the Warhammer 40k universe. Visceral, all through, orcs, everyone. And I love the fact that the Space Marines have this 40,000 years of war that is there. To tell us more about that, and one of the really cool games that we saw at E3 is a special guest. Hey, welcome to the show.
Well,
tell us who you are.
Thank you very much for visiting us. My name is Victor Juhász. I'm the lead writer and the narrative designer for Neocore Games.
Nice. And so Neocore, right? So first tell us about Neocore. We'll get to Warhammer 40k. Where are you guys at? What have you guys done before?
Well, we are a video game developer company from Hungary, and we've done quite a lot actually. We started out with real-time strategies, the King Arthur series. We had we made our first steps into the action RPG genre with the incredible adventures of Van Helsing, the trilogy, and we have now the final cut, which is the trilogy in one huge piece. And now we are busy working on Inquisitor Martyr.
Nice. And guys, if you've never played Van Helsing, I think that's one of the hidden gems on Steam. If you've not got it, I would actually recommend you go check that out. Just the demo video is great. If you've not got it, you should check it out. But coming back to Martyr, right? So first, 40k. Why did Neocore just decide to pick up a license like Warhammer 40k?
Well, actually, we are huge fans of the 40k universe, and we are huge fans of the action RPG genre. And then we realized that there are no action RPGs set in the 40k universe. So we were like, why shouldn't we, give it a try? We should be the first to do it. And now we are doing it, and it's quite challenging.
I can imagine. And as soon as you said action RPG, I was like, yeah, why not? Like, there's loot, there's gear, there's murder, there's things to blow up, there's things always blowing up. It's yeah. I'm glad you actually built it. So tell us a little about the game. Where is this set in the canon of 40k?
This is an open world sandbox action RPG, which means that we have our own entire sandbox sector to play with. This is set on the very outskirts of the Imperium of Man. This is the galactic backwater. This is the Caligari sector, as we call it. And this is the place where there are, plenty of unexplored places, plenty of shadows to hide inside, which means that it's a really, really, ripe hunting ground for the Inquisition. So this is a very special place for the Inquisition in the Warhammer 40k lore.
Nice. And as we're actually seeing on the screen right now, there is a lot of cover-based system. It kind of looks and reminds me of Diablo. Is that intentional? Is that do you like it?
We are huge fans of the Diablo series, and with the incredible adventures of Van Helsing, we already tried to express our love for the genre, for action RPGs, and at the same time we thought that we could do much more. So in Inquisitor Martyr we have so many new things, so many new features which basically expand upon the core action RPG mechanics, like the cover system, the violence and the gore, like the tactical gameplay. We have a more tactical gameplay in Inquisitor Martyr. We have destructible environment. We have basically lots of new things which haven't been done before, and now we are very, very excited to see what happens if we give them a try.
Yeah, and I saw that there was, obviously there are bosses, and in any big boss battles you even have this, again, visceral, gory decapitation kind of finishing move like Mortal Kombat that is there. Tell us more about that.
We really wanted to convey the feeling of the eternal warfare in the 40k universe, and we also wanted to include basically everything that has a part in the 40k universe. So sooner or later we are going to see each and every kind of alien species, the Xenos. We are going to meet all sorts of creatures who follow the Chaos Gods, which means that there will be giant bosses in the game as well, large and vicious creatures of chaos, for example. And if we have large creatures, we thought, why shouldn't we include specific body parts, which means that if you have a large creature, you will be able to attack any specific body parts on that creature, and by destroying that body part, you are destroying special abilities. So for example, if you shoot if you shoot off the weapon arm, the creature won't be able to shoot at you, obviously. But if you have a Blight Ogryn, for example, with bulging poison sacs on its stomach, then you destroy the ability of the creature to use, for example, Poison Cloud against you. So there will be plenty of opportunities to play with this aspect of the game, and each boss is unique. So each boss gives you new chance to experiment with, shooting off special appendages.
Wow. And probably a couple of final questions coming into this. When you have a universe such as so rich as this, what are the classes that you can go ahead and play?
Well, Inquisitors are very, very useful when you are creating an action RPG, and this is one of the reasons why we picked Inquisitors. Inquisitors can from various backgrounds. They are powerful secret agents, but they have their own approaches, their own methods. For example, today we just unveiled the assassin type Inquisitor, an Inquisitor who used to be an assassin and retains her special skill sets. And she will be quite different from the Crusader class Inquisitor, who is basically a tank. A warrior capable of dealing out ranged and melee attacks, charging into melees, a bit slower but much more brutal. The assassin will require very, very swift gameplay. You will use sniper attacks. You are going to storm through your enemies. You can hide. So all sorts of special features that you can experiment with.
Far more mobile.
Yes. Yep.
Probably the last question. When does the game come out?
It will come out next year on PCs, Xbox One, and PS4.
And once it comes out, is there any path to going and building this out and keeping the community engaged after the game's released?
We are going to create an open world and persistent sandbox universe, which means that we are planning to keep this sector very much alive. So there will be always content patches, DLCs. We are going to add new stories, new regions. We are going to open up the sector gradually, and we are going to introduce new enemy types, new missions. We are going to keep everything fresh and alive for a very, very long time.
There you guys, there you heard it. This is LordNOD signing off. I'm telling you, the Warhammer 40k universe is alive and, dead and running. But yeah, this is it from E3 2016.